Hello everyone, 𝗏𝗧𝗧𝗏𝗧 here. This is part 2 video regarding condensation and mould. Now again, just to re-emphasize, this is something that seems to happen all over the place within property, and it happens a lot in tine-site flats. Again, mostly the lower ones, but upper ones as well, but this does seem to be a common occurrence, and that is condensation and mould. Now what this point of the video is here is to educate tenants. Now a lot of times, this is really down to tenants' living habits. And they don't mean to do it, they don't mean to be malicious by it, but sometimes they just don't know. So the first port of call, what I'm going to refer back to is when a tenant first moves in. Let's get that starting point right for when a tenant first moves in. We produce them with a tenant handbook, which has got a big section in about damp and condensation, how to ventilate, what to do, cleaning products to use, simply daily habits that will prevent that condensation. This is going to be one of them that we're going to show you. So I'm going to wander through to the tenant's second bedroom, which is just used for a bit of storage. But as you can see, I've got condensation all up and down the wall. I've actually checked externally already. You've got it all around the window sill. Windows, walls, everything like that is absolutely fine. However, let's get our damp meter in. Let's just double check. Nope, no. See, it's not coming in as damp. This is your problem. Problem, solution. So, problem, dryer with a flexi tube. Now I can guarantee it isn't getting used correctly. The level of moisture and heat, hot and cold air come together, will be massive in here. Now that is the problem. Now this is a tenant's liability resolve. This has to be done right, because really you should be core drilled and a vent coming out the wall. What's probably happened is they might put it on the window, they might even not doing it. This is a tenant's liability. Now this is something I will run through with the tenant to make sure they fix this and they sort that. Now if anything wasn't done, that would become from your tenant's bond. That is a tenant's liability for that. The next one, again, this is so common in these properties. What seems to happen, it is the bathroom. The bathroom, with it being an extension, this typically is your hottest area of the property, which has the most fluctuating of heat, is around here. Your kitchen, you do a lot of cooking, you're right next to a door, exchange of hot and cold air, loads of variation in temperatures here. But we'll come to the bathroom. Now there's two things with it. Bathroom, if you can see, mould on the walls and ceilings, and you can see it's getting in the grouting. It is a really tough ask to do. Now in theory, this is the tenant's liability. Because there's a window, they can ventilate, they can open windows. This should be their liability. But we know tenants won't always open windows because it's cold. You won't do it, or you'll open it for a little bit then shut it. What you need to do is eliminate that liability factor. So the liability factor that you've got here needs to be eliminated. What do you need? You need an extractor fan put in, but it needs to be wired in with a moisture level. So what you might find is some people wire them in with lights and they'll make a noise, but you usually have a cut-off point which would be put up there and people just turn them off, or they'll turn the light off and they'll knock it off, and it hasn't done its job properly. You need to get one put in, but with moisture levels, so that'll knock off whenever it ever kicks in, when the right level of temperature or moisture is gone. That is really key, because ultimately, yes, this is a tenant's liability, but this will keep coming back and back unless you do something with it. 𝗏𝗔𝗩𝗘 𝗬𝗢𝗨 𝗠𝗢𝗏𝗀𝗀.